Hi, Vanjie.
How you doing?
Good. The summer is a challenge, Vanjie.
Yes, it is.
My head is saying, do this, and my heart is saying, sit down.
Or eat this.
How do you overcome that?
A big part of it is learning moderation. Learning the ability to have the self-discipline to know when to say yes, and enjoy some and partake some, and then when to say no. And so we practice that. We practice saying yes, we practice saying no, we practice portion control, but discipline, it's learning the task of self-discipline. And that's what most diets don't do. They allow you to say all no, but then you never learn the skill of saying yes sometimes, so that you can continue to be part of things. Because food and sitting and visiting is part of our culture, and it's part of our kind of our together, right? So you have to learn that discipline, and it takes practice.
Right on.
It takes practice.
Well, let's practice.
Let's practice. We're going to practice moving today. Let's warm up a little bit. So big arm circles. You've been consistent through the summer though.
Not bad, not bad. 4 or 5 times a week.
Right? And again, we're not going for perfection. We're just going for some progress. Right? Good. Go the opposite way. Look at that range of motion, like an Olympic swimmer.
I can feel the crackling between my shoulders as I do
Yes. Right? Good. Take those arms open wide. Big chest opener. Switching what hand kind of goes on top. Excellent. Good. All right, from here, we're gonna take it to a little warm-up squat. So feet are shoulder width apart, toes can be slightly flared out, chest is up nice and tall, you're gonna unlock those knees, and then you're gonna sit down and back. Good. Excellent. Now, obviously,
making sure that the weight is even on both knees.
Exactly.
I had a strong knee and a weak knee, and I was discovering that I was
Favoring?
leaning one way too much.
Gotcha. Absolutely, and you could do this from a chair or a box or an ottoman. Good, let's try 2 more. Last one. Excellent. Next step today, we're going to see something called kind of a 90-degree chest press. We will eventually band this, okay? But we're just going to practice. You're going to open and close. All right, that's a kind of a different one that you'll see today. Good.
It's a little bit like the putting your arms on the door jambs and walking through.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so, yeah. Absolutely. Last one. Good. Beautiful. All right, next up, let's start with a little bit of a reverse lunge. So you're going to step 1 foot back. Give me a little bit of a lunge. Come together and switch. Good. Now I'm going to demo what this will look like. All right. Today we're going to you're going to end up doing this with, it's a little bit, kind of think curl, but it's actually a tricep extension. Okay, but your arm is doing a curling motion, but we're fighting the resistance on the down. Okay? So before we add any bands, let's just practice that. Anchor here, step back, and you're going to send one arm back with that leg. Yeah, so we start to kind of practice the motion of what we're going to do. Good.
There's a time I couldn't even do the lunge bends.
Right? And now we're making you do upper body all at the same time. Excellent. Okay, and relax. Next up, we have been working on a hip hinge or a deadlift motion. Let's review that. Feet are about hip width apart. Okay, you're going to find your hip bone. You're going to soften those knees and puff your chest out. From here, you're going to sit that bum back. Okay, so ideally your back should be nice and flat, not rounded. Okay, exactly like that. Now, let's take that. So imagine we're holding a weight in front of us. Okay, we're going to reach down toward that weight and stand up. Good, nice flat back. Should feel a stretch through the back hamstrings, and then squeeze your bum as you stand up. Okay, so that's our hip hinge or our deadlift kind of position. And then what we're going to do today is we're going to actually kind of stand up and kind of imagine we're starting to swing.
Oh, and see where this is going.
All right, this is what we would call a kettlebell swing, but we'll do that with a bit of a dumbbell instead. Okay. It's important though that you have good form.
You just call me a dumbbell?
No, I would never do that.
Well, that's what we carry, not the person doing it.
That's right, that's right. Next,
Sorry, everyone.
we're going to try a rotating side plank or rotating plank. We're probably going to do that from a bit of an elevated surface to start. So we're gonna start with our feet a little bit wide. Level 1 would just be to hold our plank. Level 2, we're gonna see if we can try and open up today, come back, and then switch. So a little bit trickier. You wanna try that for me?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Obviously, I know you can do a plank from the ground, but because now we're going to what's called a 3-point base of contact, this makes it a little harder. Good. Feel free to take your feet a little wider. That's going to help you in your base of support. Good. That's it. Excellent.
Am I flat enough?
You are flat enough. When you're watching me, try and keep your hips flat. You've got it. Exactly that. Good. And relax. Nice. Are we warm now?
What about balance? You know, I can envision this doing it on a chair and you fall off the side. How do you, is that the wide feet that protects you from that?
Wide feet helps.
Okay.
The other thing is to make sure you put your chair against a wall or a sturdy surface that's not going to move.
Okay.
The other thing then is, if you feel unstable at all, it would be better to do it on a longer surface. So like if you have a sturdy coffee table or a set of stairs.
Okay.
They're not going to move. So off of like your second or third step is a really great stable spot to do that. Okay?
Fair enough.
All right, we're going to start with squats today, and I'm going to make you band them. Let's put that on around your knees. If you need to have a sit down to put that on, that's okay, but I love that you're doing that kind of freestanding here. And we're not doing a timer today. We're going to count reps today.
I hate Mr. Splatter. He's killing.
All right, so we're doing a banded squat, classic, but we're doing a heavier band. All right, so feet shoulder width apart, chest tall. We're going to work in sets of 10 today. Okay, here we go. Taking it down, standing up. Again, we could be sitting to a chair. Good. I want you to weight through your feet evenly, sending the hips back. What is that, 4? I guess I gotta count. 5, 6. Good. 7. Pushing those knees apart. 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Now I'm gonna make you take the band off. And that's purposeful. That on and off makes us work, right? Makes us work. Oh, another elastic. Thank you. You know I have small children.
It's not mine.
All right, we're gonna put this band around our wrist, and we're gonna do kind of that chest opener press. So arms are at 90 degrees. Feet are about hip width apart, knees soft, and we're trying to avoid the arch through the back. Want to tuck that rib cage a little bit here. Okay? Yep. And we're gonna just open and close. That's it. And we might not get very far depending on the tension of the band. 7, 6. So we're working upper back, shoulders, arms. 3, cores engaged here as well. 2, last one. Excellent.
So I could feel my elbows drifting up?
Correct. So you want to try and bring them back in.
Keep the elbows down.
Correct. And we're going to come back and do a second step so you'll have a chance to fix that. All right. You get to keep that one actually. All right. Grab that band like so. Kind of on the outside. So you're going to anchor one hand at your chest. Okay, we're going to send, let's put this one at your chest. Put it right there. And then that hand low.
Oh.
Okay, so we're going everything down and then stand up. Okay, so we're everything down, stand up. Everything down, stand up. Good. Find that balance point. That's it. I'm not so worried about the depth of your lunge with this. You can kind of treat it like a step back. Let's count 10 now. 10, 9, that's it. 8, this is great brain gym as well. 6, 5, 4, good. 3, great pace. Last 2, and 1. Nice. Okay, Ken, I'm gonna get you to grab that 12-pound weight just at the bottom there, that gray on the left, very bottom on the ground.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, grab that one for me. All right, so we're gonna try that kettlebell swing. Not everybody has kettlebells at home.
Nope.
Just use something heavy.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna start with the deadlift, the hip hinge. So knees are unlocked, chest is proud. You're gonna stick that rear end back. Okay, it's different than a squat. That's correct. So here, that standing up is what makes that weight come up. Don't actually lift it. Okay, so let that weight hang down so that your hip drive, boom, is a powerful motion to drive it. Let's try 8 more.
So there's hardly any resistance lifting that.
Correct.
It's the lift, it's not your arms that's doing the work.
It's the swing, it's all in the hips. 5, 4, good, 3. I'm not doing it without weight, you can totally do that too. Last one, and down. Good. That one is actually really great for fall prevention.
You know you've done something.
If you've done something, you can leave that close by, Ken. Yeah. You know you've done something, that's what we call like a powerful explosive movement, and that's reaction time.
Yeah.
Right? This ability to like, oh, catch. Oh, drive the hips. Ugh. Right? Those really impact our ability to catch ourselves in a fall.
So is that alright to use a separate weight in each hand, or should it be together?
Usually should be together. If you only have light weights, you could smack them together or cross them.
Put an elastic on them or something.
Yeah, or just like kind of cup them in your hand. A vinegar bottle would work.
Yep.
That's loaded. That would also work really well.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna try that side plank with rotation. Okay, so our feet are gonna be wide apart. Our chest stays over that imaginary line, the base of the line between our thumbs. Okay, and we're gonna open up.
Oh, that means start?
Yep, start. 10, 9, good, nice flat hips. 8, breathe. 7, you got it. 6, again, if this was too hard, you could just hold the plank. 5, 4, that's it. 3, last 2, last 1, beautiful. Good. Round 2. Let's do it
Okay.
again, squats.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're gonna put, let's try you on the heaviest band, Ken. Okay, so band is going on just above the knees. And again, the practice of putting a band on and off. Functional ability to put socks and shoes and underwear on in the morning. Put your pants on. It's all good things. All right, feet about shoulder width apart, toes slightly flared, chest up. Here we go for 10. 9, and you can see we didn't really give you a huge break, right? We're kind of just charged through. 6, 5, nice job keeping that posture. 4, good. 3, last 2, and 1. Excellent. Sliding that band off. Chest press. Good, I'm going to leave you with that heavier band. Again, I'm not worried how far this opens up. We're going to work to keep the elbows stacked under the wrist, and it's an open. So we don't want the elbows out. Elbows stacked under the wrist, open and close. 9, that's it. 8, so even more, Ken, bring them in. Tighten. Now, pull, kind of think leading from the shoulders. 7, 6, that's it, it's small. 5, 4, 3, good. Last 2, and 1, excellent. Lunging and curl, or that lunge and kind of extend. All right, do you want to try it with that one? You okay with that one?
Yeah.
All right, going on the right side first. All right, here we go. Step back, press, alternate. I love this one because it makes that brain work in a really great way. Good, let's try 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Beauty. Bend down. All right, we're doing that little kettlebell or dumbbell swing. Setup matters here. Now, if you don't feel comfortable with the hip hinge swing, just do the hip hinge. Okay, so feet about hip width apart. Knees are unlocked, chest proud. Okay, shoulder blades down and back. Start with just the kind of that hinge. Show me that first. Good, and stand up. You got it. Think, stand up tall. And fast, good. There you go. That's it, let's do 5 more. 5, little breath out at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, carefully unload. Good, the important part here is we don't want to get too squatty in that movement where we start to just drop down and up. We legitimately want to move our hips back and then stand.
It's the push.
The back. It's that hip hinge. Hip hinge is different than a squat. In a squat, our hips lower towards the ground, whereas in a hip hinge, our hips go backwards so that we can really engage through the hamstrings and the glutes. It's what we call posterior chain work, the back side of us, okay? All right, side plank. Oh, you're gonna try it from the ground this time. It looks really good. Let's try it. Go sideways here. Perfect. I believe in you, Ken. Okay, find your strong plank. Feet are wider than normal. Imaginary line, chest stays over that line. Ready?
Yep.
Let's see if we can open one arm up. Hey, there we go. 10, 9, 8. Ability to hold yourself up off the ground. 7, 6. That's it. Trying to keep those hips flat. 5. It's okay to have to struggle a little bit. 4, 3. Last 2. One
I'm
more.
gonna do this.
Woo! Knees down. Good. How'd that feel? Harder?
Like exercise.
Like exercise. I love it.
Which is good. It's
what we want.
a thing you do in life.
Right. And again, that's part of that like balance fall prevention work. What happens if we get down here? Can we get up? Can we get ourselves here? Right? Can we get ourselves up off the floor? The ability to hold ourselves, super important.
I was getting on a picnic table the other day.
Yeah.
Did I hit my hip openers?
Exactly.
It's fabulous. I looked out and I said, I know what I'm doing here.
Yeah. And you have the balance and the range of motion to do it, right? All right, last set of squats. Band's going back on just above the knees.
My pants are bigger than this bench.
I know the pants are getting a little bit in the way, aren't they? Good. Yep. Got that on just above the knees. All right, now just for fun, Ken, for this last set, I'm going to get you to pick up the 12-pound weight.
Okay.
All right, feet shoulder width apart, chest tall, knees unlocked. Here we go. Let's go for 10. I'm going to count real well. 9, 8, yes, 7, 6, 5, good. Weight even through the feet. 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Nice. Good. Weight carefully down. Take that band off. Good. Getting the practice on and off is super helpful. Excellent. All right, we're going to go for that chest press. I am going to have you try this on a lighter band this time, Ken, so you can see the difference. And then we'll kind of find the sweet spot, okay? So you'll be able to move this band more, but I want you to focus on keeping that elbow under the wrist as much as we can. It's a little bit tight, isn't it? So kind of bringing that in. Ready? Here we go. Really opening. Good. 10, 9, 8. That's it. Trying to keep that 90 degrees. 7, 6. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. There we go. All right, lunge and curl. You get another one for that. All right. Starting with it at your chest.
Which way are we going?
We'll go to your left side, then right side. Ready? Here we go. For 10, 9, that's it. 8, finding that balance point. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. I love the pace that you're keeping there. That's excellent. Good. All right, grab that kettlebell, dumbbell. You are not a dumbbell. Just the dumbbell is. All right, again, start with that solid positioning. Feet hip width apart roughly. Okay, knees are unlocked, chest is proud. Okay, we're gonna send the hips back towards the wall, stand up. Little exhale on the top. Good, think powerful and quick. This should not be a slow movement. 6, 5, 4, think bum back. 3,
Is it going back and up?
2, it is. And 1, relax. Good. Excellent. A lot of people will get squatty, like we said, but with practice. That one takes a while to refine. Important key is to keep that back flat.
Yep.
So even if you're getting a bit squatty, as long as that back is flat and engaged, it protects your spine. Okay? All right, side plank. Coming down onto the ground. All right, move forward just a little bit there, Ken. There we go. All right. Feet about hip width apart, shoulder width apart. Here we go. Open it up for 10. That's it. 9. Yes. Very
Nice.
easy. Last two. Time under tension. And one. Good. Relax. While you're down there, look, Ken, I want you to go to your knees. You feeling okay there?
Yep.
We're going to try cat-cow. So, hands under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. You're going to arch your back up, and then you're going to dip down. Good. Arch that back up, and dip down. Good. Really good for the spine. Let's try 8 more. Just start to catch our breath. 7. That's it. 6. Good. Last 5. 4.
Is this a cool down or an exercise?
Both.
Well, I don't know. Is it?
It's mostly cool down, but it is intentional. 2. 1 more. It is work, but it is not work that's going to drive your heart rate.
No.
Now, come on. That's really good for spinal health. Nice. Take a breath.
You're doing it again?
Nope, you only have to do 3 sets. We're going to start our cool down now.
Okay.
I want to check in on that quad stretch that we've been working on. How's it going here?
This one?
Yeah. The very first time we straightened hip doing it.
Not sure I can do this one yet. I'm getting close.
Get close. Yeah. So one trick here, Ken, is you could use a box
You
or a
do?
chair.
I often use the stairs.
Yeah, the stairs work great.
I grab a hold.
Nice.
Up.
Even grounding the pant leg works. Good. Now can you walk your hands slowly back toward your laces? There we go. And hold, breathe. Look at that.
It's coming.
It is coming. Excellent. Okay. I want you to imagine this is your stairs at home, okay? And you're gonna just put one foot up here, kind of toe up, and then you're gonna lean forward. Feel free to hold on to the wall for some balance.
Second step.
Yeah, probably the first or second step, as long as there's just a slight elevation.
Knee
Sit,
locked or bent?
straight, but
Okay.
slightly unlocked. Stand tall and then hinge from the waist. And you're getting a nice big stretch to the hamstring.
Yep.
Right there. And I'm
Right
gonna
there.
hold. Again, I'm demoing it on the floor. It still is effective, but that step really increases the stretch. Okay? Good. Now let's switch them out. Try the other side. Bonus work. Yeah, you're still in there, so you're good. Yeah, perfect. 1 foot out, stand tall, gently lean forward from the hips, keeping that tall posture. And again, you should feel that stretch in the back of that hamstring. It's a good one. Keep it there.
Yep.
Don't move. Don't move. Yes. Good. Excellent. Good. All right, Ken. We almost always do this one. Grab a seat. We're going to do that seated glute stretch. It's such a crucial one. So I make you do it often. You're going to cross that ankle over, sit tall, and then gently lean forward. Good. That's coming along. That's
It is.
looking better.
Yep.
Yeah, again, it's so important for the hips and knees. Breathe
And I do have to put my elbow on my knee to push it down.
a little bit. And that's okay. If it's popping up, that just means that's where it's tight.
Yep.
So just being up there is going to be a stretch. Switch. Good. Again, sit tall, gently. That leaning forward is what really increases the stretch, more than even pushing that knee down. Good. What was your favorite movement today?
The lunge curl.
The lunge and curl. Yeah.
And the kettlebell actually was quite invigorating. It gives you a sense of power that
It
that's what I can do.
Absolutely it does. Good. All right, come on up. Make like a giant stop sign, one arm across. Pull that arm in, give it a little shoulder stretch. Again, oftentimes as we age, we're afraid to move with any kind of intensity or quickness for fear of hurting ourselves. But once we have form, there's great value in doing things with some level of speed and power, because that's what's going to be needed to prevent a fall.
Yeah. You don't fall slowly or gracefully.
You don't.
You just fall down.
You just fall down. So wanting to keep that reaction time, that quick kind of maneuvering ability is super important. Good. Gently take those hands behind you. See if we can just lift them up just a little bit. Yeah, that's looking better. Awesome. Good. And then a couple big shoulder rolls. Today we're going to tip our head to one side and just gently bring that opposite hand up. And you're just going to lay it on your head. You're just creating a little bit more of a stretch. We're not pulling. for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it out. Again, just kind of alleviating some of that tension through the neck and shoulder area for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, okay, we gotta take a deep breath in. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, breathe in, and out. You gotta give yourself a pat on the back there, Ken. High five, that was awesome. Well done.
Thanks.